welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kick. to the 25.
Check that.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Willis. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
60 Bobcat!
In motion is Austin Hooper. Third down, it's Willis. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Titans have 3 and 9 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lawrence will throw to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Willis. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after it.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Garabay's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Up the middle with Barkley. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Dragon 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
3rd and 2, Willis. Quick slant here to Woods.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Andre Cisco there on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Bullock's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. On the slant, Burks.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Check pass, check pass. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
Airing it out deep for Woods. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now Lawrence to throw.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now. Hurt.
Another try for Barkley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley,
his 8th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now a throw here to his running back. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. That is caught by Thielen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go!
Again, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Adam Thielen, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Ready.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense. Point looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. Down inside the 10. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 35 yards. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bud Dupree.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Running again with Barkley on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 90 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hold the set.
Here's the rookie, the former Wolverine, Hassan Haskins.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Second down. Here's Willis.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trayvon Walker in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Robinson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The slot man in motion right.
Cup 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Willis. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking to set for ones, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Lawrence will throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
One more time with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Right there, hurt. Cardinal.
From the 31, Willis. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Panther 11. Warriors 17.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Tannehill now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josh Allen providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st down, Lawrence lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 36-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Willis will look to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Seven Pirates.
On first down, Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start out here with the option left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
They go play action with Willis.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Sixty Bison. 19 right. 18 Rattler.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Pass
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Viking 18.
Running left, Haskins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hey, check that. Street.
To throw, here's Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Tannehill looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He completes it to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflated.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
The opportunity squashed. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Pass all 80. Pass the 60.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Cut. Ready? Go, Reed. Go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Willis to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Lawrence's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Mustang 19.
Now Willis. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing, Willis. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Willis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Willis to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. ETN up the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now Lawrence. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there in overtime, and even 40 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
They'll run with Robinson, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end,
That's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jags, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.